Përshëndetje, si e kalova? Mirë? Unë jetoj në një qytet afër Tiranë dhe unë punoj në një organizat që shërbaj në komunitet Roma. So I was just saying, hello, how are you? I live in a city near Tirana and I work at an organization which serves the Roma community. So hey, we have finished at long last PST. We just had our swearing in ceremony and I've moved in with my host family and I'm actually at my office, my new office at the NGO. So let me give you a quick update of what's been happening. So PST was intense, 10 weeks, 5.5 days a week of language training, tests, questions, practice, homework, huge amounts of work, and which I think was needed, because if we were to really feel confident in our community with the language and just getting around, we had to have intense language classes, which we did. And so almost 3 months of them, and even though it was really tough getting through it, we had little time to ourselves, little privacy, also at the same time we were learning tools that we would use in, for example, organizational development, for example, managing a project, managing resources, communicating with people, communicating effectively with people and groups, and organizing meetings and group activities. So there was a lot to learn, and at the same time we visited organizations, NGOs, Bashkirs, which are the municipalities, state governments, and as well as local businesses to understand, for example, tourism. So there was a lot of work done in the 10 weeks of PST, and I think it was all worthwhile, although it was intense and a lot of rules about what you can do, what you can't do, where you can go, where you can't go. But I didn't mind it, because now I've come out of it, and that's the important thing. I've come out of it energized to work in my community. In terms of the language training, we did have a test just before PST ended, and I did tremendously well, and actually so did the whole group. I reached level of intermediate low, and that's impressive for me at my age. The reason I say that was the basic level is where I thought I'd end up, and so to get to intermediate low, I was really pleased. But that took a lot of practice with just about anybody I could find, whether it be nephews, teachers, even shopkeepers. I just practiced, and a lot of late nights to make sure I was confident. And I think that all paid off, because I went through actually a hurdle. Before I went through this hurdle, I was really nervous and unsure of myself with the language and felt really unhappy about how I was doing compared to the other students. And then somehow through all the practice, I actually jumped over that hurdle and suddenly everything made sense. All the words began to almost fit together like a jigsaw puzzle, and I was able to start to form sentences and start talking and asking questions in ships. So it's important to be patient and practice, and anyone can get through that hurdle and jump over and feel as confident as I am now serving this community. I went to a school with my director, practiced English with the students. They were really enthusiastic and very respectful, and as I say, I think they liked practicing with a native speaker, which they call me as a native speaker. I moved in with my host family a few days ago, and a small family. I'm living in a 2-bedroom apartment, and it's cozy, and the family are lovely. The food is great, and so I'm really comfortable. Although I would like to have my own independence in the next. We're supposed to stay with the host family for 6 months, so I'm looking forward to getting my independence and having my own apartment in 6 months' time. So henceforth, we are going to have one-to-one classes with an English ship teacher, and that will be great. So I hope to get 2 to 3 classes a week to improve my ship in the community. So with that, it's actually been great touching base with you again. And next video, I'm hoping to tell you about a day in my life as a volunteer here in Albania. So look forward to speaking with you then. In the meantime, good health and take care. All the best.